Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Richard. Huge thanks to Richard and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Richard reached out with an unusual request. He wanted a politics deck, but he wanted it to be 5 colors. He left the commander up to me. After debating which commander I felt would fit the bill, I decided on Jengotha the Wellspring. Don't worry, I'll explain it. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Jengotha the Wellspring is a 5-mana 5/5 legendary elk with companion. No, I won't be going into the companion rules. I think it was a mistake as a mechanic, and I think that the rules committee messed up when they allowed them to become the 101st card in Commander. Anyway, we may tap Jengotha to add Wooburg to our mana pool, but this mana cannot be used to pay generic mana costs. Okay, no problem. Fellow content creator Commander Replay figured out the perfect solution for this issue. Filter lands. I can tap Jengotha and then use the white mana to activate Mystic Gate, giving me 2 blue mana that can be used for whatever I want. Oh, one more thing Richard requested. This deck is designed to be fun. Shenanigans and silliness. All Commander decks should have a plan, but the plan isn't necessarily winning. Sometimes you just want to be silly and have fun. Also, Richard requested that the deck stay under $400. I was able to stay under $300. I know that's not in the budget for everyone, but not all Commander decks are for everyone. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. One of my favorite products Ultimate Guard has is their Xenoskin Sidewinder. The Sidewinder has a soft microfiber lining as well as the rugged Xenoskin shell we've all come to love. While the Sidewinder isn't a new product, they are now available in the limited Bloomborough print, like the Lumra one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries Ultimate Guard products, or click the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional Commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming with my son over on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Sea of Clouds, Spectator Seating, Morphic Pool, Undergrowth Stadium, Spire Garden, Training Center, Vault of Champions, Luxury Suite, Bountiful Promenade, Rejuvenating Springs, Mystic Gate, Rugged Prairie, Sunken Ruins, Twilight Mire, Firelit Thicket, Cascade Bluffs, Fetid Heath, Graven Cairns, Wooded Bastion, Flooded Grove, Bajuka Bog, 2 Plains, 3 Islands, 2 Swamps, 3 Mountains, and 5 Forests. Not too shabby. I know that some of those filter lands are a bit pricey, which is where most of the budget for this deck went, but they work so well with Jengotha that I just couldn't say no. For mana ramp, we're running Model of Unity, Travel Through Karadros, Tempt with Discovery, and Pier's Whim for our thematic ramp, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and Chromatic Lantern for mana rocks, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, and Hour of Promise for land fetching, and Dryad of the Elysian Grove for color fixing and our extra land effect. Our card advantage package consists of Sirdain the Shipwright, Custody Squire, Aristor of the Council, Mob Verdict, Plea for Power, Sail into the West, Selvalla's Stampede, Truth or Consequences, Scrawling Crawler, Tempt with Bunnies, Tempt with Immortality, Zancha Sleeper Agent, and Minds Aglow. Have you guessed the sub-theme of the deck yet? For interaction and spot removal, we're running Bite of the Black Rose, Capital Punishment, Council's Judgment, Split Decision, Trap the Trespassers, Trial of a Time Lord, Tyrant's Choice, Vault 11 Voter's Dilemma, Sadistic Shell Game, Druid of Purification, Volcanic Offering, and Wrong Turn is our thematic removal package, with Ink Shield here as a way to stay alive and kill someone on the backswing, as well as Arcane Denial as our lone counterspell. Our board wipes consist of Coercive Portal, Magister of Worth, Breaking Point, Farewell, and Cyclonic Rift. Some thematic and some strong staples, as it should be. The core of our deck consists of Elrond of the White Council, Emissary Green, Expropriate, Grudge Keeper, Illusion of Choice, Tibet Seller of Secrets, Tempt with Mayhem, Tempt with Reflections, Tempt with Vengeance, Brina the Demagogue, Shadrick Silverquill, Maelstrom Archangel, Ensnared by the Mara, and Alliance of Arms. Supporting our plan, we've also got Ballot Broker, Brago's Representative, and the Veil Yard. Gotta make sure our votes count more than once, as it should be. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources, split between 38 lands and 12 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 13 pieces of card advantage. 14 pieces of interaction. 5 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Farewell and Bojuka Bog. 1 Sudden I Win card in Ink Shield. I've seen Ink Shield bring players to tears. They think they're going to win a game with their massive army of fairies, swing out at someone, then Ink Shield hits the table. Now they're all tapped out, facing down an enormous army of Inklings, ready to swarm over and win the game. But that's not the point of this deck. This is a nice politics deck. Sure, we're doing a lot of voting, but we're also doing a lot of group hugging. We want our opponents and ourselves to have a good time when we play this deck. Draw lots of cards, play some extra lands, maybe copy some spells for fun. At the end of the day, this deck is just designed to be silly. Do you have a politics deck? What about a group hug deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Borgine, Nasman, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, William Pye, Kazaris, Booksuit, Patrick, Naffy, Noodle, Tiz, Art, Richard, Devin, Lucius, Sint, and Alm. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.